to the Top Notch Legal Bulletin. Today we're going to talk about consequential loss, or in other words, what I call avoid being taken for a ride. Business owners are aware that if they stuff up in supplying their services or they provide, say, damaged goods, that they're liable to repair the goods or replace them or to redo the services again. But they're not always aware to the extent to which they can be held liable for loss and damage. And I want to give you a couple of examples which will give you an idea of exposures that you may have. Let's take the first situation of an electrician who's engaged to put some cabling into the 20th floor of a CBD building. The electrician's up on the ladder and stumbles and breaks the sprinkler, which causes all the sprinklers in the building to go off. Of course, 20 floors, that's a lot of businesses in that building and a lot of equipment that gets affected. So what's the electrician liable for? Well, obviously, first of all, to repair the sprinkler that he damaged. What about all the other sprinklers? And what about all the other damage that's been caused? He certainly would be liable for that. And then you will find there'll be claims coming through from all the business owners for loss of profits, loss of business opportunity, loss of reputation, loss of data, and it can go on and on. Let's look at another situation involving a plumber. Let's say you have a plumber who's engaged to make sure that the roof of a large food manufacturing plant is always secure. Well, one night there's a mighty storm and the storm rips out the central part of the roof and it damages most of the food supplies that are stored there and causes a lot of damage to the plant and equipment. So what's the plumber liable for? Clearly he's liable for repairing the roof if it's found that the damage was caused by his faulty workmanship. He can also be held liable for the loss of all the foodstuffs and repairing the plant and equipment. But the claims could go further than that because the manufacturer's customers have now been affected and they may have a number of claims which could be brought to the plumber as well. Can you do anything about this? Yes, you can. You can negotiate these things with good terms and conditions. You can put a ring around your liability. In other words, you can limit it, and smart businesses do that every day. So what I would suggest, if you've got any concerns about this, go and see a good commercial lawyer and discuss it with him or her and get some contracts drawn up that will protect your business. So although you may suffer some liability, you won't be taken to the cleaners, you won't lose your house. Well, that's all from us for now at Top Notch Legal. We take care of business.